Hello friends, welcome to my channel, a channel for learning simple coding. If you find this video to be helpful, please like and consider subscribing for more content. If you already subscribed, thanks for it. In this video, we are going to learn the generic programming concept in Go language. Actually, by the birth of Go language, Go doesn't support generic programming. But Java is famous for supporting generic programming concept. But here this generic concept in Go language is introduced in a latest version of Go, that is 1.18, that is still beta version. So in beta version they have introduced a new concept of generic programming. Generic programming is not supported in the previous version because by the birth of Go language doesn't support generic programming. But Java is famous for it. So in this video we are going to learn how we can create generic programming or how we can implement generic program in Go language. Here we have a map. This is map for integer and this map is for float. So here we have an integer value to be sum and here we have a float value to be sum. Name of this map is int and is float. So here I am creating a normal function first of all, just normal programming without a generic. So I say int sum like this and here I just pass a map, that is m, and I say map and I say string like, and I say int 64 and return type is int 64 like this. And here I create one more variable s of int 64 for int sum. Here I take 4 and value for range. Here I take m, so one by one I will read the value from the m and I will do the sum of this, close my for loop and return the s and close the function. Similarly, I create one more function for float. So that means it is a non-generic programming. So for integer sum and for float sum I need two functions. One is for integer and one for float. And later on I will show you that how you can do all these tasks by using a single generic function. So here I am creating a two functions and here I am displaying this fmt dot println and I say int non generic sum equal to, and I say here int sum and I am passing ints here, the map I am passing here. So just I copy and I paste. In place of int I say float and here I pass floats, okay, and here I say float. So I am calling this function here and this function here. So for integer sum we need this map and for float sum we need this map, and if I run this program and you see that we having a non-generic function to calculate integer and sum. But in place of this two function, now I will create a single function that would be my generic function. So I create this, and remember that this facility is only available in the latest version of Go language. So I create here array type of syntax and here I pass k as a comparable like this and v for int 64 and int and float 64 like this, and here I pass in place of string I pass k and in place of this value I pass v and return type is also v, and here in place of value float I have a v. So I just change the data type and this v will replace integer and float one by one as I am using it. So I just copy this and here and remember I just change the name of this is int float sum and here I just paste it I change the name of the function. I say int float sum, and I say int float sum. In place of this, I say generic function. So if I run it, the same output I will have. You see, I have a same output, but this time using a single generic function. So this is integer function, float function, and this is a generic function. So I am creating a generic function, and this function, one time it working for integer, second time it working for float. So with this function, I am achieving a generic programming in Go language like this. And you see that if you feel it is some kind of problem from this, so we can optimize this by using interface like this. If I create type, I can say it number, and here I say interface. I can declare here int 64 and int and float 64 like this, and in place of writing 2 times these value, I can write a single number. Okay, so this interface will replace here, and if I run it, the same output I will have, no problem at all, but it look like some optimized code. And if more type of value I want to add, I can add here also, means I can add here string also, some other data type also, whatever you want. So it will work as a generic class, and here we replace this interface as a number, and one by one this function call, one time it call for integer, a second time it call for float. So with the help of map and with the help of new concept introduced in Go language version 1.1, still is beta version. So in next version, release version, we will support this programming in Go language also. So I'm testing it on Google Go Playground interface for running it, and you see it successfully running the generic programming also. So it is a good news for Go programmer that Go have introduced generic programming concept in the latest version, latest release of 1.18. Right now it is beta, but it will soon release as a final version. So I think you have learned something from this video. If you really learn anything, please like this video, share this video, and subscribe my channel for more content. Thank you for watching this video.